So after one of my recent videos, man, I was kind of rolling through, the social medias and stuff, and I ended up on Reddit, and I seen this post. Somebody was talking about Ryan Rhodes, and I'm like, man, okay, people are listening, they understand what I'm saying, but I still also see where certain people really don't understand who Ryan Rhodes is or why what he's saying is important. So I wanted to explain that people like Ryan Rhodes can't come out talking reckless, right? And there's a reason for that. I'll explain. So real quick, look, fellas, if you want some shirts, man, that kind of caress your arms and your chest like some clouded angels, yo, go over Classic. They got a bunch of different shirts, hoodies, you name it. Also, they do support veterans. They hooked up with the Savannah Tiny House Project, help veterans with homes. So look, want to get you some shirts, man. Feel real good? Run over to True Classic. Link will be in the description. So who is Ryan Rhodes? He's not only a former professional boxer who won a few rounds with Canelo Alvarez, but he's also a big-time investor in ESBC, whether it be financially or otherwise. And he is what I would consider like a big-time general in the ESBC community. Like, his voice just really matters. Like, if Ryan Rhodes is a general, then us as creators are like the crows that they attach like messages to their legs in order to deliver them to the people. So when an individual like Ryan Rhodes or Assad Habib or a Dean Sheriff come out and say that something is going to happen or a game is going to come out at a specific time, you have to kind of put some respect on their name, because they're not allowed to really come out and talk too reckless. And here's the reason why. When they speak, other people listen, right? And I don't mean it in terms of us as a fan base who listen. Clearly, we're going to listen, but there are a whole lot of other corporate eyes that are out there outside of the ESBC community that are watching them. They're taking everything that they say for gospel. And some of the things that they say can either be utilized against them, or it can be taken and spun in a manner that it creates a lot of problems for the company as a whole. Everybody should take a trip over to Fred Talks Fighting's YouTube channel and look at the interviews that he's done with Ryan Rhodes. And I'll have his link down in the description, because everybody should look at those interviews and tell me how many times Ryan Rhodes has ever taken something back that he said previously. And I just about guarantee you that you won't find any. And that's because Ryan Rhodes is really calculated with the things that he says, and he's careful. Not only that, but he don't say anything that he don't mean or he know to be true. If he says the game is probably dropping in December, close to Christmas, or a Christmas time frame, then you probably best believe that that's when the game is going to drop. He dropped that, I want to say 2 or even 3 months ago. So for the time being, that's what I'm rocking with. I'm not questioning whether the game is going to come out on time. I'm not questioning whether it's going to get delayed. I'm not questioning whether the devs are sitting back just lying to us, man. Like, we get an update every single month. Now, it gets close to the end of the month, man, and people are like, where's the update? It's not here yet. Look, last month's update came right at the end of the month. They've never missed one. So I have no reason to say they're gonna. How long does it take to put out an update? I don't think it's gonna take long for them to push out one now. So I think everybody just kind of got to cool the jets and think a little. There is a lot going on right now within the company. They've already told us that we're getting a 15-minute gameplay trailer, that we got fighter announcements and stuff coming. So they are working. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of work going on, but yet the developers still spend time in the Discord talking. I mean, we see anybody in there all of the time. Varys is in there doing work. Rackzilla, who just came on to the team, is in there. Like, they're still reaching out to everybody. It's not like it's pure silence. So I would suggest that if you have not joined the Discord yet, I would. Because you would actually see that there's far more communication between the community and the developers than a lot of people think. And for look, for anybody out there saying that this game is not a real thing or it's not coming, this is probably the last time I'll say it. And it was also in the interview I did with Jamel Herring. There is no way that you're gonna have fighters like Canelo Alvarez, Jamel Herring, Sinessa Estrada, Lomachenko signing on to this game just for this game to be some smoke and mirrors. It just doesn't make any type of logical sense at all. So we're gonna get our update monthly like we usually do. And for right now, I'm looking at December for a release date. They told us that early access was coming in summer. Summer doesn't end until September, at least for us over here in the US, it doesn't end until September. So that's my target there. We get into like late September and don't got anything, then I'll get a little worried. All right. And I'll be just like everybody else. Where is early access? But nobody has ever really given me a reason not to think that's what's happening. So I'm gonna just keep rocking as normal, man. I'm not gonna let my anticipation for the game really get the best of me. You know, we've all been told that this next gameplay trailer is gonna blow everybody out of the water, man. So the expectation is high, and we only have to hope that they maintain that expectation. And then we're probably gonna get something special after that. Like if they really knock this out, the community is gonna go nuts. And if people are hyped now and they want the game now, what do you think is gonna happen if they actually deliver something really, really like? So I've heard them say before, and Todd Grisham said this very same thing, was that they are almost victims of their own success, right? The better they do, the more the anticipation builds up, the more the hype builds up, the more we want it like right now. But just understand, man, perfection is the standard right now. So they're not gonna drop something that just ain't fully polished. You know, as much as we would say, let's give it to me right now, they're not gonna do that. And I'll say this, the reason they're not going to do that is just what I stated before. There are a lot of eyes who are watching this game. They're going to be looking at early access when it comes out. Early access cannot fumble. It can't. Too many people are going to be looking at it, whether good or bad. There are going to be people who are going to look at this and say, hey, I would like to fork some money into your project. There are going to be people who say, look, I hope it fails because we probably got something waiting on the other end that'll trump yours. I doubt it. But there's somebody out there game planning around what happens with early access and the actual release. So they cannot rush it just because we as fans say we need it right now. So look, I'm sticking with Ryan Rhodes, man. He say December, Christmas is the target. I'm expecting to have a damn good holiday. All right. So look, appreciate y'all for coming back to the Coach's Corner. Oh, I also want to say thank you to the community, man. I hit over 100 on the bird. So appreciate y'all. All right. And then we're almost at 1K. Yo, we like 15 away from 1K right now on YouTube. So appreciate y'all for coming back, man. We're almost there. And like I tell y'all every time, thank you for coming back to the Coach's Corner. Catch you on the next one. Peace out.